Aloha hoku ohana. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for your reading. We have a very, very exciting read today, and it's all about you leaving others questioning what your true potential is. Okay, so before we dive into this astral travel message and decode all of that beautiful work that happened we're gonna unveil today. We're gonna go ahead and open up with this beautiful co-creation with Otter Spirit. You guys know I love Otter Spirit. They're a small family owned business who have handcrafted these AAA grade bracelets. Each gemstone holds a very specific energetic signature, and you can work with gemstones for each intention, and you can even stack them. They also have pre-made packs that you're able to buy that are suited for all of your manifestation needs that are really complementary of each other, so you're able to layer all of these different kind of energetic signatures in a way that supports any of your manifestation needs or just any energy that you want to be able to work with as a whole. So it's a beautiful tool to use. Okay, so their intentions range from anti-anxiety, balance, communication, confidence, creativity, family growth, healing, love, money, success, productivity, protection and strength, as well as wisdom. So you can also shop by zodiac sign as well if you want to work with any of these archetypes, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the bracelets that I've chosen as I've shopped by intention, and I've chosen to kind of, you know, layer them around the energy that I want to be able to work with. Okay, so the first one is malachite. Malachite is such a beautiful gemstone to work with. And also, guys, not to mention, each purchase that you make with Otter Spirit, 1% of the proceeds are donated to Otter Wildlife, okay? So this is malachite. It's a metamorphosis stone, all right? So huge transformation. It's all about death and rebirth. But malachite says, I embrace change. That's the intention for it. And it's all about protection. So it's protecting you as you go through any kind of major life changes, any huge metamorphosis. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful energy to be able to work with. The zodiac signs are Virgo, Pisces, Aquarius, Leo, and this activates the heart space as well. Okay, so being able to hold space for yourself as you begin to go through, I'm hearing these next series of events. All right, so the next gemstone we're going to talk about is Australian jade, which is just absolutely, again, beautiful. It's such a beautiful energy. And this says, I stand firm and steady. The intention is all about balance. The zodiac signs are activated are Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And the chakras that this activates is the heart space as well as the root chakra. Okay, so this is the Australian jade gemstone. All right. The next one is green jade, which I love. Okay, you can see we have the theme with like the greens going on today. This one I love. Okay, green jade. It says everything I touch turns to gold, right? Which is like that King Midas touch, right? Activating that King of Coins energy. And the intention is all about prosperity. So this is like a huge abundance intention stone for you to work with. The zodiac signs are Taurus, Virgo, Libra, Gemini, and the chakras that are activated are the heart space. Okay, the heart chakra. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these back on. If you guys are interested, we do have a discount code down below, which is Transcendent Tarot 20, so make sure to click that link as well. But thank you so much, Otter Spirit, for coming into this beautiful co-creation with the hoku ohana. We deeply, deeply appreciate it, and I'm sure you guys are definitely gonna vibe with Otter Spirit. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up with this astral travel message. I'm super, super excited for this one. Okay, so you leave others questioning what your full potential is. In this first scene, I saw a man that had these kind of quantum abilities, and he was able to kind of tear up this alligator without really touching it. It was a form of, I guess, like telekinesis that he had, but this represents hidden instincts that are hidden in plain sight. So this is something that's not obvious at first. It does remind me of the hidden ace reading that we had, and you leave others guessing, second guessing your abilities. Okay, second guessing your abilities or questioning your abilities. You could kind of have others starstruck as well, because I can't even get my words out right now, but they were impressed by your ability to clean up the river without even touching it, right? And you got straight to work with it. You just led by example. You didn't even necessarily announce what you were going to do. Your silence was its own transmission, and your actions just spoke 1,000 words for you. And you got straight to work. You also created this mini boat or shaft, and others were really impressed because, again, you did this without really even touching anything. It's like you had this different kind of mastery over matter. They're showing me the Geomancer card as well, so we'll probably go ahead and read the Geomancer, which is the Queen of Coins energy. And it talks about, again, having this different kind of mastery over matter, but the alligator represents repressed emotions that you've been able to deal with head on. So this could have been facing your fears of vulnerability or the unknown, right, in regards to how you're going to interact or engage with matter. Let me go ahead and read the Geomancer because they keep showing me her, which is, again, a Queen of Coins energy. So this talks about the Geomancer moves as if they have roots connected to the very ground beneath their feet. Dressed in gifts from nature, the Geomancer walks lightly with mindfulness. Donning a mask reminiscent of the all-seeing eye, they organize particles of matter between their fingertips, offering a sustenance to the seedlings below. So again, it's like you have that King Midas touch right now. Anything that you touch turns to gold. And the magic follows you wherever you go, in whatever it is that you do. You infuse magic into whatever it is that you do because you are magic. In a reading, the Geomancer is symbolic of a deep connection to the earth and its alluring powers. They channel this energy with magic and such compassion and comfort that it almost moves through them as a conduit. So you're definitely seen as a conduit. If you think about a conduit, you think about the magician. So people could see you as like a magician archetype or energy, where he has this thought, that thought becomes amplified by his emotions, and him acting upon this actually, you know, collapses that into space and time. So there could be certain things that you're taking action towards that are sending ripples or shockwaves down the space-time continuum, and I'm hearing others can feel this coming from you, okay? But they don't necessarily know what is forming in these new timelines that you're creating based upon the action that you're taking now. It's like you're altering future timelines based upon the decisions that you're choosing to make now. So I'm hearing they know that you're up to something that they can't really understand what, or they can see what it is you're doing, but they don't understand how you're doing it. You know, it's like I'm hearing, you know, it's not really comprehending, right? It's not really. Anyway, the Geomancer embodies this generosity and asks us to be sensible with how we spend our money and what we can do to nurture the earth. We have a remarkable ability to see upcoming events by reading the earth's past and can cast a shield of light in a dimming world. So it's almost like you embody some type of light, okay, and others see that. And when you talk about the earth's path and okay, apparently the earth's path, but past path, and how that also alters your future path and how they're all interconnected. So this is giving me reincarnation, the Akashic Records energy. So you could have tapped in, you can tune into the Akashic Records, right? It's encoded within you as you are composed of the cells from, you know, the planet Earth. So this is about the Earth's memory, okay? So you're tuning into all that has been, all that is, and all that ever will be all at once. So you're definitely coming into a very strong eternal now energy, right? You're tuning into your ever present for all of eternity essence, okay? So the boat that you guys created represents a desire for exploration that you have. I'm hearing this is due to the information that you've uncovered within yourself, all right, or your own, I'm hearing ancestry or historical timeline of some kind. This represents some kind of new significant change in your life. It reflects some type of new direction that you're going to be embarking on, whether it be a physical or metaphorical journey, and it represents exploration and adventure. So you're venturing beyond your comfort zone as you're yearning for something new, all right? So it's a beautiful energy, and there's a new journey that you could be embarking on, perhaps a new project that you're taking on. Maybe you guys are the project and you're shaping and molding yourself into all of these different, you know, forms. I'm hearing like people witnessing you kind of shapeshift before their eyes. So I'm hearing especially with the Malachite energy as well that we were talking about. Again, this gives me a deep rebirth energy. This is literally about a metamorphosis. So you're transforming before people's eyes, and your life is also transforming as a result of that, because reality is reconfiguring itself to correspond with the internal transformation you've undergone. So yeah, they're giving me the reference in regards to a caterpillar that has transformed into a butterfly, and it's like now you have your wings. Now it's time to make use of your wings, and you're going to be experiencing the world very, very differently, because you're literally operating in a different level, or you're able to attune or access higher timelines as a result of this, right? So you could be, again, having this outsider perspective when it comes to your life on Earth, or this higher perspective, all right? I'm hearing you are also understanding everything that has led you to this point, all right? So yeah, you're building a boat with a sense of purpose, and this is in order to reach some kind of destination or destined timeline, okay? Scene 2, I call it the release of attachment links you to the endless flow of abundance. So it's almost like it's almost like this was pre-written in a way, because I didn't know I was going to be wearing these ones and sharing them with you today. But yeah, it's giving me the King Midas touch, right? Like the green jade. So a never-ending flow of exchange, right? The ebbs and flows of the universal, laws. I'm hearing the law of detachment as well is going to be really important. So you guys were in a room and you were making a sandwich. So this is representing kind of stacking, right, and layering different energetic signatures, which are your choices. I'm hearing that all are supported with a specific octave, whether that's vibrating or oscillating at a higher octave or a lower octave. So there is something about being really selective in regards to, are your decisions actually in alignment and in resonance? Is that octave in resonance with your highest possible expansion? Or do you feel like you're reducing yourself or dimming your light or choosing fear over love in some way? You guys were in a room. I was basically seeing a scene of contestants that were in a room for 7 years, and this older man, he was in his 60s and he won $30 million, and he was talking about just being a fractal of consciousness, and he was like, I'm so far into this lifetime where it doesn't even matter. He was like, the abundance basically just flows to me at this point. I've already been in the room for 7 years, but he was thinking about how much of his life would pass and how it wouldn't really matter at all, because he's connected to the infinite source. So 7 years represents some kind of completion or cycle, or some type of internal alignment that's aligning you with new resonant experiences externally, but you're entering into some kind of new phase of your life as you've entered into a new phase of yourself. I'm hearing also a new connection with source, okay, with the universe. Winning $13 million or a large sum of money represents an optimistic outlook that you have on life. Okay, so you're feeling abundant. The focus is on positive aspects rather than anxieties about the future, and again, being a fractal of infinite potential. And it's like, again, you're a conduit where infinite potential and source begins to experience life on earth as you and also through you. Okay, so scene 3, I call it appreciate your sight, for it is a gift. And I saw this woman who was basically on a sober journey, and she was basically talking about how her eyes had more water now, and there was a guy who was blind, or he had very, very poor vision. So this is where you're able to witness or observe others, maybe not tune into, water is like the emotions or suppress their emotions in some way. So they're looking at life through the eyes of pain, right, instead of healed eyes, which is the eyes of the soul. And you're going to witness within others their refusal to look at, their life being a product of their own creations, even if this is unconsciously. So observing where others refuse to see the truth, okay? A blind person can represent the refusal to acknowledge that truth. And maybe this is about victimization, right? Or just, again, where others could kind of struggle to accept or account for the fact that their life is nothing more than the effect of their own cause, even if this is unconscious causes. And I'm hearing sometimes it hurts too much. Sometimes you serve as a mirror, and sometimes people, they begin to attack the mirror, not realizing that they're actually harming themselves, right? Or an extension of source, which is also them, or all interconnected, because they don't like what they see in the mirror. Spirit showing me like a cat that's, howling at the mirror, or, it's that type of energy, but they don't realize that it's them that they're actually scared of, that they need to kind of address. So he who is small in heart is also going to be narrow in vision, right? So just realize that others can only meet you as far as they've met themselves, and there is something about holding a space for that, right? Like awareness that is, slowly waking up consciousness and becoming aware of itself. And that can be traumatic. I'm hearing, especially if you're there with people's, ego death moments or monumental moments where they actually begin to lift the human condition and see that they have to account for how they had chosen unconsciously in fear instead of love, and the abandonment of oneself, and where you had almost betrayed the soul's journey in that way. due to some kind of level of, you know, attachment to certain belief systems, and that limited the timelines that they were able to access as a result of that, right? So there is something about you're going to literally, I'm hearing, witness others going through a crumbling process where they feel like they're losing themselves, but in the middle of it all, they're beginning to find themselves. And just begin to hold space for them, okay? That's like a message. It's a time to understand others, and that everyone is on their own personal journey. Each fractal of infinite potential is on their own journey to enlightenment, to becoming consciously aware of themselves once again. So hold space for those deities. I'm hearing that are waking up in matter, okay? They're waking up from matter. So after that, I saw you guys heading to the movies at 9:70 a.m. And that's really strange, right? Because 9:70 is not a time. So I went to go look up what 9:70 was, and there was a radio station called The Answer Waking Up. I only just put this together as well. This is crazy. So again, there's something around others answering a call to waking up, and you being able to hold space for them in a way that they may not be able to necessarily do for themselves right now, okay? And it's a radio station called AM 970 in the States, and it says The Answer, News, Opinion, and Passion. It's an AM frequency, all right? And 970 in angelic numbers basically represents your ability to embrace your uniqueness, your individuality, and stand by your ideas, your principles, your beliefs, and values, okay? And you being able to understand your own shadows is going to help you understand the shadows that others are addressing within themselves during this time. Because I'm hearing this is something that is inevitable. Change is inevitable. Evolution is inevitable. It's the resistance to change that hurts, okay? So number 9 is all about light working. So this is somehow you guys are being of service to humanity in some way. It's like you're a benevolent force of some kind, where you're almost answering this duty or this calling to be able to lead with a positive example of, hey, you know what, I did come out stronger on the other side. I understand what it is that you're going through. Even if you may not understand, I understand that it's, you know, it's scary, you're having a lot of emotions, but there's so much information for you behind those emotions. So it's like you're witnessing, again, I'm hearing again like the trauma. I'm seeing somebody again waking up out of a coma. So it's almost like this amnesia that so many etheric beings have fallen into as they descended into matter. And they're kind of waking up from that, you know? It's like others were at risk of forgetting their etheric origins, and they're just remembering themselves as that. So yeah, it's a very strong energy, right? It also shows universal spiritual laws. 9 is also about lifting the human condition and looking at life through the eyes of the soul and seeing how yeah, it's like, again, you kind of have to account for what you chose at unconscious times or based off of survival, and it's a lot to handle, right? So it represents some kind of inner knowing, maybe, again, you guys being very sensitive, being able to pick up on this, having that psychic ability. And number 0 is just being emphasized here. It represents a spiritual journey of potential and or choice, and listening to your intuition and higher self when it comes to how to best navigate these situations of wholeness and these continuing cycles. It also is like a full card energy, so it's like a huge reset that you're going to be going through, but it's the alpha 0 to the omega, okay, from the lower levels of consciousness into the higher levels of consciousness, and realizing that God's force is a circle whose center is everywhere and with everyone, and whose circumference is nowhere. Infinite potential exists within everyone and everything. Awareness, right, that has fractalized itself into everything and everyone. And I'm seeing like around the grid, right, there's different awareness that's beginning to light up, okay? And your light creates this exothermic reaction. You pass that heat and light into your surroundings by leading as that example, okay? So I'm hearing like you kind of spread that hope or joy in some way, but I'm seeing, again, lighting up these grids in some way, almost like lights like a Christmas tree, right? But this is awareness that's becoming conscious of itself. So yeah, it's a powerful, powerful energy. See, so you're definitely some type of light worker or some powerful stepping into your healing abilities. And again, healing only happens when you have learned to hold space for yourself. You're able to hold space for others, okay? hold space for others' shadows in a way that they're kind of learning to do for themselves right now. All right, scene 4, I call it stepping into your power, sometimes means stepping back and towards a new direction. So I saw a girl riding a bike and she was being judged, and she realized that she doesn't want to be a carer. I was saying, I don't want to be a player no more. She doesn't want to be a carer no more, right? Yeah, maybe you wanted to do it before, but not anymore, okay? So you no longer wanted to keep playing a role that felt like it was inauthentic to you, especially at this version of yourself that you've grown into. And dreaming of being a caretaker represents like keeping up an appearance of some kind. So maybe you're no longer keeping up some kind of facade. Maybe it's a shell of who it is that you once were, but I'm hearing you can let yourself be free now, okay? There's something about you can let yourself be free now, knowing that even if they don't understand, they will one day. Right, even if it's at the end of this lifetime. Okay, bikes also represent a journey of life, and again, understand that it's okay to be free now, even if they don't understand. I'm hearing again, for one day they will. Oh, what was that? For one day they will. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, it represents twists and turns of life's journey, also moving forward independently with autonomy, okay, and self-direction. For one day they will. But I'm hearing just keep serving as an example of what could be. Okay. For one day they will, in a way that maybe they were never able to. But yeah, this definitely gives me a strong light or a stronger example that you're leading by. Okay, let's go ahead and see what this reading is about then. First scene, you leave others questioning your true potential. Let's see what this is about. Let's take a look at a Cosmos Oracle message. Anomaly. This is why you leave others questioning your full potential, because it shouldn't be, but it is, right? Again, this was like telekinesis and other powers that you had. And then you have stratosphere. So this is something that others are literally going to see on the surface. Like this is something that is going to be, I'm hearing it's obvious that you embody something, but how you do it is not obvious, okay? There's something around that. Let's go to read anomaly. It's a very beautiful energy. You are a anomaly, okay? The originality that defines you. The difference brings forth new things, the unseen, and makes the seemingly impossible possible. Understand difference as a gift and not something which marginalizes you. Difference brings forth new things, the unseen. An anomaly is a deviation from what is considered normal, natural, or foreseeable. An anomaly is a change or deviation from what is genuinely perceived as normal, natural, or predictable. So you're like very unpredictable, something that you're doing, like people would have never predicted this from you. This absolute strength is sometimes forgotten in the copy and paste of the tri-dimensional plane. No one is superior or inferior to another, but we are all unique and incomparable. At the same time, a word, verb, and sound coexist in a single space. Celebrate and honor your originality. So it's in you actually expressing your originality or individuality in some way, where your authenticity is its own currency, and that is priceless. Okay, your authenticity is its own currency, and people are going to be drawn towards that very, very wisely. And I'm hearing that currency is of such a high value that I'm hearing it's too high to even denounce, which is super interesting. It's too high to even denounce. The currency cannot lose its value, it only gains over time. And I'm hearing that currency should be wisely spent, okay, or invested. So there's something about investing in your own authenticity. This could be also your own authentic gifts, all right? Because it's again, it's not just what you do, but it's the energy of who you are being infused into whatever it is that you do. And it's because there's a conscious, infinite application, okay? So yeah, The action portal is orange colors and being able to work with that energy. So again, energy exchanges. And this quote is, I will not be who you want me to be, because I would then stop being who I am. And I will not stop being who I am for who you want me to be. So keep living in your truth, even if it makes others uncomfortable, for your light is uncovering something that has lain dormant within them. And again, it's not seeing yourself as superior or anyone as inferior either. It's saying that, okay, we are equals. I recognize you in ways that you may not even be able to recognize yourself, right? I remember myself. I see myself in you. And the light that you see within me also exists within you. But in order for you to acknowledge that light, it means that you also have to acknowledge the shadow. So there is something about that, the pain of resisting oneself. The pain, it comes from resisting in oneself, and how that pain and suppression can come to the surface in very unconscious ways. But I'm hearing your love dissolves all, including the heart's envy. Okay, so hidden abilities that you have. Wow. Okay, I kind of want to get a gateway of the light activation as well. Temple of truth, authenticity. Say what? Authenticity. This is blending your most multi-dimensional, sophisticated, elegant aspects, otherworldly aspects, through this vessel and into this realm. Speak your truth. Become kind to yourself and also others. Extend that compassion to others and also yourself. And you will dispel the fog of gossip. I'm hearing, especially if you know that you have like others, again, there's something around if opinions also from others are really, they stem from a confession for where your ability to be free flowing, right? Much like the waterfall, and express your true self with no inhibitions reflects the other's inability to do so. You mirror in abundance what another holds within them in themselves, but lacks the ability to show up for themselves in that way. And you're offering them, I'm hearing, another way. You're reflecting another way that things can be done, another way that they can show up for themselves, and timelines are also readily available for them. Okay, so yeah, you're definitely again serving as a mirror, right? Eternity and the mirror staring back at itself, realizing that they are one of the same. So yeah, you're kind of waking people up out of this deep slumber that they've had as you share your light. And it really reminds me of, I'll go ahead and read it. It reminds me of this scene in a movie where he says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It's our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be as a child of God? Okay, as a child of light. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. And your light can intimidate many, okay, but it can inspire so many more. Your light is going to invoke a lot of different responses unconsciously from others. Those responses are going to tell you more about them than it ever will about you. It shows you the internal wars that happen within others, not a reflection of the harmony that you've cultivated within. Understand that. When you understand that, you have no choice. When you are big of vision in this way, you are big of heart. If you are big of heart, you will become big of vision. If you can see the internal wars that are happening within others and hold space and neutrally observe that and put yourself in the shoes of another, all you can do is extend compassion. All you can do is begin to unconditionally love them, for you understand that pain and you understand the resistance that they're going through internally towards liberating themselves to their own internal heaven, to their own internal pleasure. That is what true compassion is. That is the alchemizing force in which reunifies the split. So we are all meant to shine as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others the permission to do the same. We are liberated from our own fear. Our presence automatically liberates others. Your presence of just being authentic, true to yourself, not betraying yourself or having to reduce your light or not doing this because you're scared about how you're going to be perceived or how you're going to be judged, okay? Judgment is literally an observation to assess if you're safe in a situation. Are you going to be accepted? Are you going to be rejected? Are you in a state of survival or are you in a state of creation? Okay, let's go ahead and see. We'll go ahead and read this card. It's a beautiful card. This is the Temple of Truth, right? And the truth is with them. Authenticity. Speak your voice even if your truth shakes others. Speak your voice even if your voice speak your truth even if your voice shakes, right? Even if the words don't come out right. Speak your truth, live in your truth, embody that truth. So the truth talks about when you were brought to this space, you are being reminded of the importance of your identity and your self-expression in this lifetime. Acknowledging who you are, who you've been, and who you are becoming is so important for the unfoldment of your path. There's an old story that the truth has. This gateway reminds us that the truth, in fact, heals. It's the resistance of our own truth that hurts, right? Your truth is your truth, and it's important to honor it with every facet of your being. This isn't your first incarnation in which you felt the importance of honesty and authenticity, but it may be the first in which you have had full freedom of expression. The gateway is coming to you today as a message that there's something buried deep inside of you that you haven't expressed. And this is causing energetic blockages on your ever unfolding path. Also blocks you from certain timelines, right? It's where you can block yourself from certain timelines. It is a time to love yourself enough to honor the feelings that are rising up in you, for they are divine guidance that will bring you into greater alignment, okay? And sometimes this observation that you can see within others is not, I'm hearing it's a testament to how far it is that you've come. For you can see where you once operated also within another. So again, there's a very organized, self-organized, intelligent universe we're existing in, where you can also see that paradox in the lower levels of consciousness, in which you had to learn to integrate and hold space within yourself in order to ascend into a high octave. But that started with acceptance. Acceptance is always going to be the gateway into compassion, right? Right, let's go ahead and see how you're showing up. I'm quite curious about you. Who are you? You are Pluto, right? This is the 0 card. This is your death and rebirth. You are nothing, yet everything, all at once. This reminds me of that meme. Has anyone seen the meme of, like, it kind of looks like this, but again, the person is just full of stars inside, and it's like, you know, how it be when you just hold the like mysteries of the universe inside of you, right? When you hold the secrets of the universe, this is how you're kind of perceived, right? As this mysterious etheric being. And this is, oh wow, and we have the Hierophant. Very, very, again, you serve as a bridge between the higher realms and also the earth. That's what this talks about, a bridge between heaven and earth. And you bring heaven to earth, right? You leave everyone with a taste of heaven, of unconditional love, where you can accept aspects in the deepest, darkest shadows of another that they may not be able to fully accept within themselves right now. You can hold space. That's what to be a healer is. So you guys, you bring healing energy to the earth, okay? That's what you do with this energy in the Hierophant. The Hierophant has this wider universal truth. It does not cast judgment, okay? It does not cast judgment. It observes and aligns its actions accordingly. All right, so it's a very interesting energy. Again, this is like a powerful teacher. This is like a guru. It's a mentor. It's someone that has a lot of wisdom internally within their own psyche, right? It's the connection that they have between their soul meeting the physical vessel, right? And looking at life through the eyes of the soul and seeing where others may be at that dissonance, you know, between it. It can also represent almost the higher self in that way. So you are your higher self in physical form, and you're very mysterious with the death card, right? Death and rebirth. You've been here through many incarnations, and you've come back to yourself through many incarnations, and because of that, you're expressing something in this lifetime that has been deeply repressed and suppressed within the psyche, okay? With the Pluto death and rebirth, you are going through that metamorphosis, right? And it's changing the way in which you navigate the world. And the funny thing is, there is this level of surrender that you do have. And the surrender that you have allows yourself to become transformed, where you have transformed into the butterfly, but you cannot stick wings upon caterpillars and expect them to fly. You realize that the change has to come from within, and you're able to hold space. I'm hearing near and far, at a distance, or close proximity, for all bodies of consciousness. All right, let's go ahead and clarify this. Death and rebirth. Let's clarify you. Let's get some clarity around you, right? We have the 10 of coins. You're here with a purpose. A very, very strong purpose. This is a legacy. And this is the lifetime in which you fulfill it. I'm hearing fulfilling your role. It can even feel like a duty. But this is a transformative journey. And it's a journey in which you undergo a huge transformation. Yeah, you're here to leave some type of mark on the world. This is like also, again, a huge level of abundance. This is like an abundance of knowledge and information. I'm hearing like, how did you know that about me? That's like somebody asking you that. Like, how did you know that about me? Like, how did you know that? Like, how did you... What? Who are you, you know? It kind of goes from like that. It's like, who do you think you are to... How did you do that? How did you know that? It's like you're pulling information from this bridge, right? This wellspring of knowledge. And you're bringing that to the earth. Again, it's like the geomancer energy as well. You're very interesting. Okay, let's see. I'm kind of... How can we read more about you? Let's see. I'm kind of... Yeah, why not? We'll do a little bit of a fun one. Let's see. Let me see what you need to know right now in your journey. Let me see what you need to know right now. Okay, what you need to know is two things. The 5 of Wands and the Page of Wands. Okay. There is always going to be some kind of level of contrast in this realm. And it's about how well you're able to maintain this optimistic outlook on life and understand your own journey, okay? And you have the 10 of Wands here as well. So you're committing yourself to something, right? You're committing yourself to something. And you could either choose to enjoy this journey, or you can choose to allow, I'm hearing external stimuli or interference, again, to interfere the joy of having a human experience. And the Page of Wands is somebody that, it's not that they don't see, you know, the 5 of Wands energy. It's not that they don't see, right, like the struggling or the arguing. I'm hearing even of like the mind, but they can move beyond the mind, and they're guided in ways that go beyond them in this realm. So they choose to look at life at the other side of the spectrum. They choose to look life at, through like optimistic view or lens, and it really helps them maintain, I'm hearing, that state of homeostasis, okay? So there's something about really being able to be excited about bringing a creative spark into the physical realm, not worrying about when it's going to unfold or how it's going to unfold, but realizing that you're witnessing the becoming of what has already came to be, okay? So embark on that journey. Let's go ahead and see. This even could be like a journey within. But I do feel like you're being guided to do certain things, but it requires you to reach an internal destination. Yeah, it could be a new creative opportunity of some kind, something that's going to be super emotionally fulfilling. You're manifesting it though with the magician here at the base. Okay, again, as that conduit, you are manifesting this. Let's see. Yeah, why not? Let's get a star. Oh, what was hiding here? The Orion activation, renewal, recreation, supernova. So you could be recreating yourself, okay, or the story of your life. We have cracked open. Oh, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Yeah, it's like you're cracking open again. You're a stardust wrapped in skin. The light that you've been seeking is within, and there is an eternal light within you that is forever guiding your path, and you're allowing yourself to be guided during this time. Again, cord, we have soul gifts in training. It's time to step up. So again, you're stepping up, okay? I'm hearing like you're stepping up to the plate. You're stepping up to the plate. And I'm seeing the choices of plenty, and it talks about being at a buffet. And your one warning with that card is to avoid choosing the same thing if it leaves you feeling hungry for more. So there's something like that you're desiring. There's this unquenchable thirst that you have. We have jump in, adrenaline, energy, adventure, say yes to change. So it's time to embark on an adventure, okay? I'm hearing every great journey began with a first step, okay? Every great outcome or destination or destiny was reached with a first step. So there's something about take that first step and jump in. We have priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead, right? So again, this is like an intuitive inkling, okay? It's an intuitive inkling that you have. Let's get some further energy on you. Victory, right? This talks about success is yours, victorious endeavors, right? So yeah, victory is yours. There's a very, very auspicious energy there. It literally talks about you winning, okay, at this game that you're playing of life. Yeah, we have, don't play with me. We have stars in the sky, limitless possibilities, okay? This literally talks about you're literally seeing a tiny glimpse of the silver of what's to come when it comes to the plethora of wish fulfillment that does await you. And it says you ought not act surprised when this does come true, for surely it will. And you're summoning many celestial helpers in the seen and unseen realms to assist you when it comes to being victorious or hitting some kind of goal of some kind, okay? Something that you've set for yourself. And you can see this person is meditating on that bridge of vulnerability, and they're seeing vulnerability as a strength, not a weakness. They're seeing the unknown as a strength, not a weakness, for they know their full potential, and victory lies on the other side of what they have once done before, right? So your full potential lies on the other side of fear. It lies on the other side of the unknown, okay? So allow yourself to jump in with adrenaline energy into the unknown. And they're showing me helpers in the subtle realms that you have. Don't play with me. Poised. This says that everything is exactly as it seems right now. You have every reason to feel confident. People are going to respond to your confidence well as well. What split here? We have by the book. There's something about follow this game that you're playing of life. You do not need to recreate the wheel of success, okay? Everything is exactly as it seems right now. There's certain things that you're being guided to do that are in alignment, I'm hearing, with these universal laws that you're abiding by, and the universe is supporting your growth, okay? The universe is supporting your journey or your mission. Let's go ahead and take a look at 48 here. 48 talks about bringing something to light, okay? This could be you guys stepping into the light, right? Bringing your light to light with cracked open. You know, this person is bringing their light into the light, and they're becoming one. So you have every reason to feel confident right now. You've come to this place but armed with wisdom, right? Your skills are sharp and you can do anything. Everything you need to make your success concrete is at your disposal. You can take action knowing that you're ready to step into your power, into your light, and into your service into the world. The direction you're moving in is your destiny. You sense a new phase in your life and people respond to your confidence. This is an auspicious time to begin new things, right? Those chakra clearances. So your soul is smiling joy as you align with this truth. This is something that you had repressed or suppressed that you're kind of bringing out. And this is why people have a lot of questions around what your true potential is, because they're getting a small glimpse into what that actually is. I'm seeing like new facets of yourself, new dimensions, which are just new frequencies that you're allowing to come to the surface during this time, right? And I'm hearing people are responding to this new octave of yourself as well. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at clouds. We have temporary problems. Okay, so I'm hearing just because you don't see the sun because the clouds are there doesn't mean that it's not working on your behalf. So trust what's being aligned for you behind the scenes. Secret admirer. Okay, you're definitely about to be admired. Again, people are going to respond to your confidence. And again, a lot of people are also going to have a hypnotic fascination in regards to you. All right, a hypnotic fascination. But yeah, there is something around that you're going to inspire a lot by acting on your aspirations. We have May, we also have sorrow over a loss and broken wishbone that all came out together. So May could be a monumental month for you. There could be something about something that didn't work out. I'm hearing don't expect to have not everyone is going to have your best like interest in mind, just in terms of your soul's highest possible expansion, because as you begin to expand, your rapid growth is going to mirror others' stagnancy, and where others refuse to actually take action. And I'm hearing the way you actually choose to take action is going to cause a reaction from others, but you do not need to react back. I'm hearing you can respond back, and sometimes no response is the best response whatsoever. Staring steadily right at the players in this game and understanding what purpose they serve into the story of your life, because you have discord amongst friends or family, what forces working against you. So again, those who are working against you are actually working for you. All right, always understand that being a victim or a perpetrator are both positions of weakness. Understand that there's things that you're going to be doing that are going to be triggering a response, because you're no longer reinforcing the expectations that others have had of you. Okay, the expectations to keep yourself small or to dim your light. Okay, heartache over what you no longer have. Again, just don't expect to have everybody's support in your change, for there are many that resist that change. Okay, do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. Locked in, right? Be fixated on this goal. We also have involvement with the law, and money will be coming to you. So there is some kind of major abundance that's coming to you. Some of you that could be a contract, but something has been decided in regards to you being aligned with your most highly abundant timelines. We have financial gain from something that you did in the past. So this shows positive karma, right? Your cause is having a positive effect on your life. Okay. Let's go and take a look at some Kipper messages, see what you guys are aligned with. We have journey. So, okay, so you're going to be embarking on some kind of journey, whether that be mental or physical. Could require you to go through some kind of ending. We also have expectation reverse. So there's something about remove any expectations that you may have around this journey. Okay, remove any expectations. I'm hearing also refuse the expectations that others may have. We also have main female. Okay, so this could be you or listening to your, non-physical aspect. That's the divine feminine. We also have poverty here as well. So there is something about wanting more on a soul level with the main female. This is the non-physical aspect of self. You are wanting more. You are desiring more. We have change, right? So that is going to be changing. We have lovers and wealthy man. So that's like a huge polarity spectrum, right? Higher timelines open up where you are actually stepping into not just becoming a highly abundant being, and it's not about your coming up. This is about you coming back to all that you've ever been, a highly abundant being, and removing any belief systems that have limited you or have bound you. Okay. So yeah, that's a huge turnaround, right? We have message as well, so there could be a positive message that's coming in for you guys. I'm hearing as you ascend into this timeline, we have family rooms of positive news. All right, this could be about your reputation, your status of some kind, but it is something to do with you being in the public eye, with it being in the living room. That represents distant horizon. So there could be something about your reputation expanding. Okay, I'm hearing more eyes are going to be on you. You could be traveling to foreign lands, or people from like far places are going to be watching you, okay, or witnessing something that you're doing. But yeah, with distant horizons and family room, I feel like your public presence of some kind is going to be expanding. Opportunities could be coming in as a result of that, because this talks about something being served on a silver platter for you. But I'm hearing like I'm hearing get ready for the world to know your name. That's what this energy is specifically. Okay, get ready for this, for the world to know your name. Message of concern here at the base. So this could be like something that's very unexpected. We have house, so you're securing some kind of level of stability or security there. This is also something that gains value over time. Last two is high honor and privileged lady, right? So you're going to be stepping into a very highly valuable experience in life. High honor is like people are really going to be looking up to you, so you guys could be an inspiration for many. Courtship here at the base as well is like people falling in love with you, or gifts, your abilities, whatever this is. It's really coming into that alchemical marriage with the divine masculine and feminine, in the way where you're able to completely align your actions congruently with your soul's highest expression, and that leads to conscious and rapid creation in the third density. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and close out with a tea leaf, not a tea leaf message, with a angel number message, and then I'll love any of you guys right there. 1313 clarity. As the storm passes, clarity is felt faster than lightning is seen against the dark sky. The divine is reminding you that clarity is ready, available. All you have to do is ask. You've weathered the storm, and now the sky is clearing. Okay, 1313 555 change. Change happens outside of your comfort zone. The time for change is now. The angels are whispering for you to trust your path and learn how to walk it. Take the next step and allow change to lift you up and guide you forward. All right. So again, your new energy and frequency is beginning to inform matter. Okay, your body, I'm literally seeing your body again being lifted by light, by frequency, by this truth that you've come back to, and that's allowing you to literally be lifted or elevated. I'm seeing like literally somebody be, you know when someone gives you a boost or a level up. This is what I'm seeing from your guides. You don't want to like give me a boost, you know. I don't know if you guys have done that with like siblings, but you're like, give me a boost, and you put your hands like this, and then the person steps on your hands and they kind of level you up. There's some kind of leverage that you have due to the connections that you have in like the unseen realms. That's what I'm seeing your guides do. Like, come here, let me give you a boost, right? And they're like plopping you into a new timeline. That's actually what I'm seeing. So there's something about get ready for the world to know your name, because you're literally stepping into like a new raise of status of some kind. That's what I'm seeing. It's like you're being boosted in some way, or there's some kind of upgrade that's happening there, where you're ascending into a high octave of some kind, right? So yeah, super interesting. And I'm hearing it's going to be easier to get over the wall or ascend to these timelines if you don't have the weights or the burdens of others' opinions that's not yours to carry in the first place. So I see you kind of dropping that to make it easier to actually be lifted up, okay, and to lift yourself up too. All right, guys, I'm going to love and leave you right there. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below. If you're not already joined to our Discord server, do consider doing that. The description box will also have the link down below as well. And again, check out Altar Spirit's discount code. That's also down below if you are looking for some beautiful manifestation, intention, bracelets or jewelry. And I will see you guys very soon. Until next time, bye.